Shout out Sports Card Show. Today is Friday, August 19th, 2022. Hope you all are having a great end of the week and ready for a weekend. Got some really cool content to share with you. Let's get our sub love ready. We're also going to talk a little bit about update from Go GTS Live. They were on last night. And we're going to leave you something to think about at the end, as we try to do every day. Make you think, laugh, and maybe get moved to emotions. Okay, guys, let's jump into it. Again, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment. All that stuff is welcome. Then please share any other new content creators or ones that I just don't know about. Drop those links. Let's start with a little sub love. Came across a collector's dream, very good channel going over his Kellogg's 3D baseball card set. A couple of these graded, some of them not. You know, listening to this made me think about all those sets that we used to see back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the Kellogg set, the Sports Illustrated sets, the Kmart set. Is there a Walmart set out there? I know there's a Walmart retail exclusive, but are we going to start seeing sets like a, I don't know, Jiffy Lube set? Maybe. It's something to think about, but I did enjoy the video. I'd love listening to the collectors share some of their cool collections. Great video here from Ray from Philly. Give him some sub love. In this video, he does a great conversation about call-ups for the Hall of Fame, and this one about Tommy John. I've heard the name Tommy John for years, Tommy John surgery. Didn't know the story behind it and the fact that he's not currently in the Hall of Fame, but could be, and probably should be. Great video. Check it out. Tell Ray ZiggyNo sent you. Another great conversation last night with our cousins collectibles. Listen to these guys talk to a gentleman I did not know about before, Ultimate Pastime. Really enjoy these conversations. If you haven't already, get over there, give some sub love. Let's help the cousins break over 50, maybe 100, 200 subscribers. And you can also check them out on podcasts as well. That's their primary media. Really enjoyed that, listening to those guys, and looking forward to collaborating with them in the future. Another interview collaboration, sub love recommendation is Wrestling with Cards. I'll be candid. I'm not a wrestling guy, but I enjoy listening to these conversations. I love the passion. You can tell a true collector. It's got a little tip, little insights. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, and check out Wrestling with Cards. A little more sub love for Diamond Yard Sports Cards. Just broke over the 1,000 subscriber mark not too long ago, if I recall. Great recap on the National, and does a lot of shout outs, talking about people who met the National, stories from the National. Just enjoy the conversation. Cardinals fan there, you see. So check out Diamond Yard Sports Cards. Give him some sub love. Tell him ZiggyNo sent you. Okay, quick video from the Card Boss. Really enjoy the Card Boss. I think he's out of Europe. Love his content. Puts together some really interesting insights. This one is just an FYI. I'm not recommending, nor am I going to tell you to use Probscene. I don't use Probscene. I really just don't care to use Probscene. I don't know. I use other, consignments. But this one, it's interesting that Probscene dropped his commission to 5%. I think that's something to pay attention to, because I think we're seeing more competition in the market space, right? Which is kind of good. It's good. Competition is good, right? When everybody's just spending money, everybody's making money. It's not constructive growth. We'll see how these marketplaces and consigners do in the future. Great video here. Sub love for Jets Mamba. Excellent video. He does a PSA reveal, and it's a blind reveal. And my favorite part, he does with his kids. And he has his daughter telling him, is it a 9 or an 8 or a 10? And her energy or excitement, it's just fun. And again, if you didn't check the thumbnail, it says raining 10. So just give you a little tip. It is a great PSA reveal. Excellent video here from Chasing Cardboard. This is Ty from over at Bench Clear Media. Chasing Cardboard is their show about going out looking for, collections, buying collections. In this video, Ty does a great thing talking about selling of cards. One thing I think he talks about is how much, like, for example, you have 1,000 cards, how much time it takes to list, process, mail 1,000 cards, right? Time is such a valuable asset, and something, that's why we use consigners, right? Because of time. But great story here on how hard it is to sell. Something I've always talked about, right? You might have 26 LeBron James chromes, but selling them isn't as easy as 26 times the current market. That's why market caps are just market bullshit. Okay, speaking of 26 LeBrons, well, Cajun Cardboard has 26 LeBrons, and he's dealing with a dilemma here. What he's going to do with them. Now, I'll let you check it out. I really enjoyed this video. I like how Brian breaks things down. He explains the spreadsheet, gives you history on where he got these cards from, why he got them, PSA 10s, BGS, PSA 9, BGS. He shares what their current market value is, what they used to be. Great story. I will say it's one of those first world problems. So you don't feel bad, but I enjoyed it. I'm not going to feel bad for the fact you could have sold it for 365. Right now that we're 67,000, you're still up a lot, right? We're still doing well. And I think it's the fun thing about sports cards, kind of looking back at the what ifs, what could have happened. It's kind of fun to do that, except for when you're hearing it from people who know nothing about what the hell they're talking about. Yes, I'm talking about Ken Golden. So Go GTS Live last night. First thing I want to talk about is Go GTS Live came out and addressed the conversation about their distribution with Fanatics, and here is a key takeaway. They're only losing distribution domestically for hobby products. according to GoGTS, they are going to continue to distribute retail and international for Fanatic/Topps. That's interesting and something that people have kind of left out. Now, it makes me wonder why. Why were they selected just for the domestic? Not to lose that right. But I do appreciate GoGTS sharing that. And there's a lot of space there with the retail and international. In this video, they bring attention to Ken Golden, and Ken Golden goes to this rant about how much money was lost because of Tatis. First thing I would say is shut the fuck up, Ken Golden. You have been wrong on so many things. Like, who are you to be the one telling us the value of cards? Can anybody? This is ridiculous. It's like, are you going to authenticate that? You're going to guarantee it? You're going to back it up? And last thing is, who wants to hear you come out and talk about how much money was lost because of a player? Do you do it every time a player does something bad? You're going to tell me how much money was lost on Josh Rosen? Are you going to tell me how much money was lost on Michael Vick? I mean, shut up, dude. This is why collectors cannot stand people like Ken Golden. I'll just leave it at that. But Ken, shut up. And GoGTS Live, why would you echo this idiot's comments? Oh, the guy who had the Tatis rookie lost $2.5 million in value. The guy who has the Tatis superfractors happy. Leave him alone. Freaking hate. Just can't. Ugh. On positive note today, let's talk a little bit about the ranting video from Sports Card Radio. Now, listen, I love this video. First of all, I applaud the shout out in the beginning, the little video montage, and I was proud to be part of that. Also makes me think about all the influencers out there who are actually kind of being woke and, talking about real stuff going on here. One thing I will bring attention to is this comments about Card Collector and the influencers. My only thought is, and I think Sports Card Radio is too hard on Card Collector and the influencers, Blez, and the what's it called, the trophy generation. Those are fair assessments or perceptions or comments. What I would try to do is make this a teaching moment, a learning moment. Ryan from Card Collector too, if you're listening, if this makes it to you, Blez, guys who are younger, right? You had an opportunity to turn this around, to take a negative and make it a positive. You should say, here's what I'd say. Hey, as Card Collector too, I was surprised with this and I didn't know about it, blah, blah, blah. But what I am sure is I want to learn more. And I want my collectors to learn more. We should investigate more into what's going on. Be more aware about all that. You could spin this in a positive way. And I'd say, to Sports Card Radio, be a little more gentler in your delivery, and maybe we can all make the hobby a better place. So I'll leave that. Again, I appreciate what Sports Card Radio does. I appreciate Card Collector too. So I'll leave it at that and hopefully, set my piece. I keep bringing up Lucas Tigers and Bronze. This is a great video because I enjoy Prism God more in this one. Again, nothing with Lucas Tigers and Bronze. I just feel like, I feel like I'm not listened to. If that makes sense. Anyway, great video here because what Prism God talks about is the culture collision down in Atlanta coming up, and the fact that he's going to be putting together an East versus West. I believe it's an all-star basketball tournament game, which can be pretty interesting. I'm looking at maybe sponsoring a team, get a team down there. I'm a little old myself to be playing, but man, I'd love to have a team down there competing. And I think that's something you can do at all these nationals, right? You do a little 3-on-3 basketball tournaments, or maybe putt tournaments. I don't know. You can do a couple things of this, but I really enjoyed the video and listening to this, and I will reach out to Prism God to get more information on Culture Collision in the end of January 2023. Real quick, I got a lot of comments about Jeff Wilson, right? I've made some comments about other influencers and some of the shady things they've been doing. And someone said to me, why aren't you harder on Jeff Wilson? Well, I want to tell you guys, I've said this before. If you can tell me something Jeff Wilson's doing wrong, let me know, because I will definitely be hard on him. Worst thing I've seen him do is I just think he's naive, right? Like, here he is at the National with Vintage Breaks. Nothing gets Vintage Breaks. I see this guy from Vintage Breaks all over the place, all the time. Seems like a nice guy. But isn't Vintage Breaks these guys? And these guys I'm talking about, this is Extreme Card Breaks, talking about the video that Sports Card Radio brought to attention, where this guy from Vintage Breaks takes a pack off camera and brings back a different pack on camera. Now, to me, all I'm thinking to myself is, Jeff, do you not realize who you associate? Like, that's Jeff's biggest problem, guys. Well, that's not true. That's one of Jeff's biggest problems. He associates with people. He has no idea what their background is or what their story is. Like, he dropped this video just a few days after Sports Card Radio did the video. Like, was he doing this to support Vintage Card Breaks, or was he doing this to show you that he uses vintage? I don't know. It's interesting to me. Also, I want to point out, I think John Mangini said this. Jeff never tells you what to do. Jeff just shows you what he's doing. Like, Jeff spent $10,000 on a pack of cards, and I'm glad he opened it because he didn't get anything I liked that anybody would have wanted. But I enjoyed seeing him do that. Like, I feel like Jeff sometimes is that crash dummy for me in the hobby. Like, he does things that I wouldn't do, but I'm kind of curious to see if he's going to do it. Anyway, keep your eyes on Jeff. Let me know what you're seeing shady doing. But keep your eyes on the other people out there too, right? This stuff, like cards on camera, this is Vintage Breaks. These guys should know better than this. And the guy behind this in the camera, I understand has some history. Look, biggest problem is nobody gets punished in the hobby. If you get caught cheating, you just go to some other company and cheat there. Because like, oh, I know Frank. Frank and I go back way. Frank's been in the hobby forever. Frank. You know, come on, man. Frank, you should not be doing this. I mean, this is like it's a no-brainer. Cards on camera. Cards on camera all the time. This should be. Then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, guys. I'll leave it at that. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm trying to think. I'm dropping a video later today on I forget what it was on. But check it out. It's gonna be coming later today. Guys, hope you had a great morning. I'm a little distracted right now. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you very much for your support.